In today's video, we'll talk about the 4 pillars of successful weight loss. My name is Dr. Inaka Yembe, founder of the Evolve method, that 6-step method that helped me lose 92 pounds over a 3-year span and keep it off. I believe that I was one of those who was born and doomed to be obese lifelong. I was born at about 10 pounds, grew into an obese child, an obese adult, and by the age of 30, I had my 2 children, and it seems like things slowed down for me. They really slowed down after I turned the age of 50. But before that, I had struggled and done everything that I know of that was possible. I did that and tried to lose weight, but it did not happen. Over the span of 9 years, I learned so much about weight loss. I applied it to myself and used that information to create a 6-step method called Evolve. And so my 4 pillars of weight loss that I think are important are: number 1, mindset, nutrition, workouts, and accountability. So let's talk about the first pillar of successful weight loss, which is mindset. The emotions, the mindset that you have is key. And this is one of the biggest reasons why even people who have had weight loss surgery, those who go on very good diets that are supposed to be successful, end up failing because of that mindset. The mindset that you have is so important that if you don't change the mindset, you may not be successful even though your efforts are laudable. That's why the first step of my 6-step program, Evolve, is E for emotions. We talk about the emotions that you have. We talk about cravings, how to recognize them and how to stop cravings, how to give yourself those positive affirmations, how to stop that negative self-talk that really comes against your efforts, how to create a vision board, how to believe in yourself, and how to understand that God really created you to be successful at everything. But number 1, mindset. Your mindset is key. Changing the mindset, the way you look at what you eat, the way you look at how active you are, the way you believe in the things that you will do and you will succeed at is key. So number 1 pillar of successful weight loss is having a mindset change, and the correct mindset that will set you up for success. The second pillar of successful weight loss is nutrition. Your weight is about 75 to 80% dependent on what you eat and on what you drink. That's the reason why in my Evolve Method 21-day program and all my Evolve Method programs, nutrition is really a big part of the program. We have meal guides, we have individualized meal plans in some programs, just telling you how to eat. But let us just look at one part of the nutrition. Sugars. I can't say too much without talking about sugars and how damaging they are to our bodies. And I'm talking about refined sugars, not natural sugars, but refined sugars. Refined sugars are found in many junk foods and even in foods that we may consume, like smoothies. Some smoothies have added sugar, especially if they are store-bought. So what you consume is the second pillar of successful mindset. My advice to you is to clean up your diet. So eat clean. If you're not sure about what a clean diet really is, just put a message in the chat box and I will be happy to give you some information. But a clean diet is just going back to natural foods. Natural foods are things like fruits, vegetables, grass-fed meat, or just meat overall, chicken, fish, just natural foods. Processed foods are everything else that's preserved, put in the box, on the shelf for you to eat. And natural food should have no more than 3 different ingredients. That's another good way to look at it. The next part of nutrition that you must pay attention to is portion sizes. Sometimes as we go older, we still eat as if we were much younger. I'm 52 years old, almost 53 now. I should not eat the same amount of food like I did when I was 16, for example. So most adults have not learned the correct portion size. And so we end up eating the right things, but just too much of it, which again counteracts our weight loss efforts. The next thing that you must know about nutrition is really making sure that you are not eating snacks and you're not eating all the time. Gone are the days where we used to talk about eating 3 main meals and 3 snacks. Now, what's a snack? A snack is defined as any consumption less than 240 calories. So some people eat 2 bags of chips and they call those, well, it was just a small snack. Well, 1 bag of chips could be 160, 170 calories. All of a sudden, you've had a meal and not a snack. Talk less of the fact that that was junk food. Okay, so that's the second pillar of successful weight loss. The third pillar of successful weight loss is really staying active. Working out. Now, when I say stay active, some people say, you know what, I'm active all my life. I work every day. I'm a nurse. I'm constantly working. I'm walking up and down the hallway. That's exercise. No, it's not. Your body gets used to the same amount of activity that you perform. Of course, you're not sedentary. You are active, but that's not exercise. You must exercise enough to increase your cardiovascular you must I can't even speak. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, you must work out enough to increase your heart rate. What I recommend is that you perform a high intensity interval training. When I say high intensity, some people just get overwhelmed with the term high intensity. High intensity just simply means that you are working out at an intensity that's enough for you to prevent you from having a normal conversation. I can't speak today. I cannot get my words out. What is happening? Anyway, a high intensity is that intensity at which you cannot hold a normal conversation. So for some people, it could be walking fast at 2 miles per hour. That's fast for them. For some people like me, it's actually jogging or running on the treadmill at 7.5 to 8 miles per hour. That's high intensity for me. Now, another important reason why you want to work out while you're trying to lose weight is that your body does not discriminate between losing fat and muscle. Yes, you are now in a caloric deficit. And when you do that, your body loses fat and muscle as well. And so you want to do a few things to actually preserve your muscle. Number 1, consume proteins. And number 2, work out. I'm going to show you one protein that I consume regularly, which is this plant-based protein. And really any protein like fish, chicken, just any protein will do, but you want to consume proteins in your nutrition, and then you also want to do some resistance exercise in order to preserve your muscle. Okay, now the fourth pillar of successful weight loss is accountability. I cannot underline that enough. There are so many good and effective weight loss programs out there. They should be effective. Even surgery should be effective. In fact, most of the time surgery is effective. It helps you lose weight initially, maybe for the first year or so, and then you gain it back if you have not implemented or learned these 4 pillars of successful weight loss. One of them is being accountable. You've got to have somebody who is expert, encouraging, and who you can be accountable to along your weight loss journey. Otherwise, you could sit here doing your thing, trying to stay on a good nutrition plan, trying to work out, but when the going gets rough, chances are some people give up after some time. Everyone can stay on the program for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. But after that, things get tough, you get tired. You can't just keep on. Then you give up and there's no one to be accountable to, and so there you go. All your efforts are gone. So you must have somebody that you are accountable to, especially in the beginning of your journey when it is most difficult. That's why we have the 10-21-day boot camp, which really is set up to help you lose up to 10 pounds in 21 days. Okay, so I hope this really gives you an idea on what you must do in order to lose weight successfully and keep it off. You must have the correct mindset, the correct nutrition plan. You must put some activity or some exercise into the equation, and you need to be accountable to someone. So I hope these tips help you along your weight loss journey. Listen, if this video was informative for you, hit that subscribe button so that when I put out another video like this one, you get a notification. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and if you need more information, just head over to my website at drinakayembe.com. DoctorInakaYembe.com, and I will put the link here below. Thank you, and I hope you stay safe and successful in your weight loss journey. Bye.